You look forward to Saturday?
In many ways, yes, and in many ways, no. It's going to be a mixture of emotions, I suppose. It'll be the first time I've ever been at Celtic Park in the opposition changing room or dugout, really. So that'll be a bit strange. Be good to see a lot of people that maybe I haven't seen for a while. A lot of friends there. And then, of course, you know, the game. So very much looking forward to the game, although it's going to be a very difficult afternoon for us.
What type of reception do you expect from the Celtic fans?
I don't know. I'll leave that up to the fans. You know what? I think in the past they've made pretty clear what they think of me. Like, you know, so I don't know. I'm expecting it would be nice. It'll be warm. I hope it is anyway. For however length of time it lasts throughout the game, but like, it's a club that's, you all know, is very close to my heart and has been for a significant period in my life. And they're going great guns. You know, they're a brilliant win last night. Fantastic for them, for Celtic, for the Scottish game, and it shows what a good team they really are.
You spoke a couple of weeks ago, Neil, about how you manage your team, or how when you were Celtic you had to manage a team differently and domestically against teams in Europe. Now you're up against a Celtic team, and you said here 2 weeks ago you could go out and be really dynamic and lose 4-0, or be really tight and lose 1-0 and you still be upset. How do you stop this Celtic team then?
I think it's a question every manager's trying to figure out. You need massive amount of concentration and discipline, and you need to be, you know, quite ruthless when you get the opportunities, however many you get. Set players might be important as well, and it's a question of, you know, you will have to change your game. There's no question of that, because you're not going to have the ball, and you know, Celtic dominate the ball not just in Scotland but in a lot of games in Europe as well. So patience is a virtue as well that the players are going to need on Saturday. And the other commodity is that thing you can't put your finger on is luck. You know, you need a bit of luck along the way. You need your goalkeeper to play well, and you need your players to believe in what they're doing.
Do you have any problem in getting your players to believe? Because in your squad, it's not just you making a return to Celtic Park, but a number of your players also making a return, and Gary Parker as well.
Yeah, I think those guys are important to the team, you know, because they've got great experience and have played for Celtic and Rangers for, you know, a considerable period of time. So that experience will be really important, and all the old natural instincts will kick in. You know, I won't need to motivate the team. You know, subconsciously they'll be very much looking forward to the game anyway, because this is the ultimate game in Scottish football at the minute. Celtic away, it's the toughest test they're going to get, but it's the game where you want to show your best. So in terms of motivating them for that, I don't think that'll be a problem.
You have a chance of breaking, you know, quite a historic record. It's 51 domestic games unbeaten, and yet it could be Neil Lennon who breaks that record.
It really doesn't come into my thinking. You know, the records are there to be broken, but we are going to have to play very well, and I hope to catch Celtic on a bad afternoon as well for that to materialise. The record is a great record, but Celtic's record has nothing to do with anything that we're doing, so it's insignificant to me.
You played in a very good Celtic team that achieved a lot. How do you think this side compares? Is it as strong, possibly even stronger?
No. It's folly to make comparisons. The Celtic team I played in, all right, you compare the Rangers team now to the Rangers team that I played against. How many would get in that team? Right, so we're talking about different times and different phases in the club's history. This team are doing brilliantly. I don't know how it would compare to the Celtic team. The only person who can answer that really would be Brendan Rodgers and Martin O'Neill, because they both manage the teams. So I think it's folly to make any comparisons. This team, and I like watching them for a start. I think they're excellent. I think they're mentally very strong. Anytime Brendan's had an adverse result, they've bounced back really well. And domestically, they've been imperious, really. So in their time, they're making the most of their time, and that's to be, you know, commended. Whether they're as good as the team I played in, it's impossible to say. But there's different times and, you know, different eras.
It's the thing that's perhaps most known about this Celtic team is that not only are they dominating teams at home, but as last night proved that they are capable of going away from home in Europe and doing the same now?
Well, I certainly felt that they could get something at Anderlecht, but it was a very impressive result. And they made the most of it, you know, take their chance as well. In the second half, they played with great maturity. So yeah, I think they're better than what they were this time last year. And the win opens up the group again. It just changes the landscape of the group, which I felt it would. You know, something had to give in Paris last night. It happened to be Paris winning. So what really Celtic want to do is for Paris to run away with the group and fight it out for second place with Bayern Munich, which at the start of the campaign you would have thought might have been impossible. Like, Bayern Munich are a great side and they probably will hit the straps eventually, but Celtic have given themselves a real foothold in the group again.
Talk about your own reception and go back to Celtic Park. Is it important for you that it doesn't become about yourself and that you're still able to go there and show your own feisty sort of side of your character that's not there as that sort of testimonial, sort of feel that, you know, if there's a contentious call and you feel doesn't go Hibs' way, that you're still able to show like your own side and sort of get your
Yeah, I mean, I'm going there to do my job as best I can and, you know, do my job as best for Hibs and to get the players, you know, focused. It's not, you're right, it's not about me. This would have happened eventually, it just happens to be this weekend, but it's not about me, you know, and we have to play Celtic again next month and hopefully 3 other times in the league, so look, it'll be good to go back, it'll be special personally, but for the team it's another game and a big game.
Do you have to put it in sort of compartments, the part of you, the part of the day that you enjoy, take in, you know, remember, get to meet old faces, and then the sort of the game face part as well? Do you have to kind of split that?
Do you know what, you know, after, you see if you get beat, it means nothing, you know, because you still have to go home and kick the cat and analyse where things have gone right or where things have gone wrong. So it is good to go. It was going to happen eventually. It just happens to be this weekend. But you know, I'll enjoy the moment and then probably not enjoy the game as much.
Since becoming Hibs boss, have you had a wee bit of distance between yourself and Celtic as a club and as a fan base? Because effectively you're a rival.
No, I don't think so. No, I mean my history with the club it's cast in stone and that'll never change, and I don't want it to change. I don't want to change any affection I have for the club or what the club have for me. So no, I have a job to do. I'm enjoying my role very, very much, and I want us to win tomorrow.
So away forms have been pretty good after that went up in Dingle. I mean, people look at that and say that's a team that we don't really fancy coming to our patch. Is there something about your team that are particularly good at getting those results on the road at the moment?
I just think we're a good side. You know, I think our home form can be better. You know, if you look at the 2 previous games, I think the away support that we get is fantastic. We have played very well away from home. I don't know if it's a subconscious thing again or not, but we've made a very good start to the season. This is the acid test now. It won't be a barometer either, whether we win, lose or get beat for what our season holds. It's basically a free hit really. No one expects us to go there and get anything, so that in itself is sort of takes the pressure off a little bit. The other thing is the fact that Celtic played last night. You know, they've only got a day or two to recover and there will be a bit of fatigue there, so any advantage we can take in any aspect of the game, we must maximise it.
You mentioned last week that you think the players do their best when they're kind of in that underdog environment. Is that what you're expecting this time around then, with them going in as underdogs?
Look, I've been there many times as a player myself. Sometimes you can have a great day and sometimes you can get well beaten and you come away afterwards feeling that you haven't done yourself justice, or how did that happen, or what you can't walk away from the game if you've lost is thinking this team are unbeatable. You know, eventually something's got to give, and you know we want to be there or thereabouts when it happens. But we have other fish to fry as well. You know, we can't just concentrate on this one game. But it's a brilliant game to play in. It's a sellout by all accounts, which is again one of the great reasons why promotion is so important, to have Hibs back playing in these fixtures again.
Neil, how much contact have you had with Brendan?
I see him a lot, you know, been to a few dinners, you know, saw him at the Big John's Charity Foundation the other week, sent him a congratulations text last night, so we have a very good relationship. I mean, he was very, very good to me when I was coming through as a coach at Celtic. You know, I had a couple of days with him at Reading, and he's gone on to do fantastic things. And I admire him. You know, I admire him for the sacrifice and the work that he's put in to get to where he is in his career. And knowing the way he is, he just wants to get better and better at his job.
It raised a lot of eyebrows when he made the move. Obviously, he was out of a job certainly, but when the Celtic job came up, he had this little bit of a wow factor. I mean, he managed Liverpool. He's got this. He'd been around, you know, some big clubs in England, but here he was here in Scotland. What has he brought, not just to Celtic, but to Scottish football?
I think he's brought, you know, a sense of class about, you know, the way everything's done, the way they play, you know, the way they conduct themselves. I think he's a very good, you know, role model for any aspiring manager or, you know, even supporter, really. Very intelligent, you know, his game knowledge is fantastic. And the way he makes his teams play and the way he gets his messages across, you know, you never see him, unlike my good self, in any controversy or anything like that. So he handles the pressure of the job very, very well. You know, it's been a seamless transition, and he has raised the bar to a very good level.
But it's pretty unusual when he seems quite calm in the dugout, unlike some others in Scottish football. That must be difficult to do, given the intensity of that job, and you've been in that.
Yeah, look, I'm sure there's times he's, you know, lost the temper, but, you know, I think he keeps that to the confines of the dressing room. I don't know, but I'm sure he wouldn't be a human being without being frustrated at times with what he sees. But in the main, you know, he trusts his players. You know, he believes in what they're doing and the way he wants them to play.
So how are you going to stop them?
Probably stop off at Parks of Hamilton on the way and pick a couple of coaches up. I don't know. It just, like I say, we have to go out there with the belief that we can get a foothold in the game. You know, we have to accept that Celtic will have the lion's share of possession, and you know, just trust ourselves. And when the big moments come, try and make the most of them. If you get opportunities, you know, try and make the most. But I want them to play with without any fear if they can. It's difficult in the throes of a game. You've only a split second of time to make decisions, and the pace that Celtic can play at, particularly in the final third, can have, you know, confused at times. So it's important to keep the concentration levels very high and maintain a certain level of composure as well.
How's your squad looking?
Barker, he's out training today. David Gray trained, did a light session, so we're hoping them two will be back, and the rest are fine.